Blockchain is one of the most buzzwords in the current time, and it is used across multiple applications as well as cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and many more. Hello everyone, welcome to Developers Checkpoint. In this channel, we discuss about various technologies. So if you are interested in learning technologies, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. In this video, we are going to learn about what is blockchain and what are the various components of this. By the end of this video, you will be getting the understanding of how does the blockchain works. We are also going to have a demo application to understand the concepts of blockchain. So without any further ado, let's dive into the video. So firstly, what is blockchain? So in simple words, a blockchain is a distributed, decentralized ledger. So in order to understand the blockchain, we have to understand the meaning of these three words first. So if we go in more detail, the definition of blockchain will be: a blockchain is a peer-to-peer distributed ledger that is cryptographically secure and is also immutable. The updates in a blockchain happen via consensus algorithm among the various nodes participating in the blockchain. So a blockchain is a distributed decentralized ledger. So let's try to understand the word distributed first. A distributed system is a computing paradigm where two or more nodes work together to accomplish a particular task. The example of distributed systems is like Apache Kafka or the Cassandra database. The individual unit in distributed system is known as a node. These nodes interact with each other and share information with each other to accomplish a particular task. Now let's try to understand the meaning of the word ledger. A ledger can be treated as a group of records. These ledgers can store any type of information. For example, if we are talking about the blockchain of Bitcoin, then this ledger will be storing the information of the various transactions performed on that blockchain. Now let's try to understand the word decentralized. So we have discussed about the word distributed and the word ledger. The ledger we discussed till now is not restricted to a single entity. It is distributed across the various nodes in a distributed system. So each and every node is having a copy of that ledger. As these ledgers are distributed across multiple machines, the information of the ledgers are secured via the use of cryptography. In order to make any update in this ledger, the transaction has to be approved by the various nodes that are the part of the network. So we can say that a blockchain is a distributed decentralized ledger where any updates in the ledger happen via the consensus of the various nodes that are participating in the blockchain. So the basic unit of the blockchain is a block, which used to store the information of the various transactions on the blockchain. So the block contains following information. It contains the block ID. It contains nonce number. We will discuss about the nonce number in the later part of the video. The block also contains a data. This data stores all the information of the transactions that are performed on the blockchain. It contains a previous hash and it also contains the hash of the current block. Now we got the understanding of the block. Then what is blockchain? A blockchain is a group of blocks that are interconnected with each other. These blocks are linked together in form of a linked list. So we have some information stored in this block, some in this block, and some information in this block. And each of these blocks are interconnected with the previous blocks. So as we discussed that a blockchain is a distributed decentralized system, so the group of blocks is not restricted to a single machine. These blocks are distributed across various nodes of the blockchain. Now if we want to make an update at the end of this block, we have to get the approval from the various nodes that are the part of the blockchain. And the agreement between the various nodes is known as the consensus among the various nodes. So this is our demo application. I will put the link of this application in the description below. So what is the structure of a block? A block contains a block ID. It contains a nonce number. It contains some amount of data and it contains a hash. So let's assume that a block is considered valid when the hash is going to start with 4 zeros. So if we put some data, so for example, if we put hello world, the hash is not starting with 4 zeros, so the hash is not valid. So the nonce is the number which is when hashed with data, it makes a valid hash. Okay, so we are going to run the multiple combination of the nonce number to make the hash equal to start with 4 zeros. Okay, so this process of coming up with multiple nonce is known as the mining of the blockchain. So this is the basic structure of a block. Now let's move to the blockchain. So blockchain is group of these blocks connected together. So each block is having the address of the previous block, and the first block in the blockchain is having the hash value of the previous block equal to 0, and this block is known as the genesis block. We can see that there are multiple blocks in our blockchain. So let's try to put some data. So if we put the data equal to 1 in the first block, we can see that the hash is not starting with 4 zeros and is not valid. So we will click on the mine and will come up with the nonce number. So if we go ahead and do the same with the second block, we will see the hash is not starting with 4 zeros. We will put mine again and will come up with a nonce number that makes it start with 4 zeros. And similar in case of the third block. So this is our blockchain where we have a set of nodes or blocks that are interconnected to each other. So this blockchain is not, or the information of the blockchain is not limited to a particular node. This is distributed across multiple machines in the network. So if you want to make any change in the blockchain, you have to get an agreement from the various nodes that are the part of the blockchain. So that makes the process of changing any data in the blockchain extremely hard. So guys, that is for the blockchain. We understood the blockchain at the very high level. We will go deeper into this in the later videos. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye.